Folks, I need you to gather around the campfire. I've got a tale to tell.
This is a true story of an amazing experience that happened years ago. But to tell it, I have to go right back to the beginning. About 10 years ago, I was a duty manager at the Amber Shores Tavern. And there was a young bloke who worked for me called Dylan Farlow. Like so many people I know, Dylan would ask me to take him looking for gold. He would ask again and again and again. Until one day I caved and I took him for a walk up a creek near home and showed him a spot where I'd started to get good pieces of gold. We did okay that day, but one thing was apparent. Dylan had caught the gold fever. The next series of events changed mine and Dylan's relationship from good workmates to lifelong friends. You see, Dylan didn't do to me what so many other people have done to me in the past. Dylan didn't return to the spot I had shown him and clean me out. Dylan packed up a kayak and set out on his own adventure with one of his good mates, Tommy Woods. On this adventure, Dylan found a quartz vein that stretched from one side of the river to the other. The entire crack was loaded with gold nuggets. Dylan invited me to help him work the crack. The first day we went back was years before I ever started shooting for YouTube, so the footage is quite ordinary. But we still found some decent pieces of gold. We kept our mouths shut and returned a few years later, armed with a dive hooker. And I managed to catch the last 2 days of working the crack in 4K. We estimate the gold total for the crack was about 50 grams of gold, worth about 6,000 Australian dollars. And although this happened quite a while ago, I've been patiently waiting to tell you this story. The story of Dylan's crack.
This is pretty amazing. This is just like non-stop nuggets. Here's another one. Jesus, Dill. Glad we did this, mate. Woohoo!
G'day everyone, my name's Luke Morgan. Welcome to an episode of Where's the Gold? Today's episode is called Dill's Crack. So, a couple of years ago, Dylan found this crack that comes along here, and it's just a big quartz stringer. And he's pulled heaps of good gold out of it, like these nuggets here. And he's done well. So he's down there starting to clean the overburden out. I'm going to go over and give him a hand in a sec. We'll do the very apex of the crack, and then it's done, and we can move on. It's sort of been a thorn in the side for a couple of years, especially of him. What's at the bottom? We don't know what's at the bottom. Today we find out what's at the bottom. So what we'll do is we'll move all the overburden off. We'll get it back to not a lot. Then I'll take the camera out and we'll film the end bit of it and see if the big one's there. Hopefully, I'll go help him move some overburden. Catch you in soon. This is the crack here, see? Look at this. Crack. So far so good on the iPhone. And here's Dill down here starting to clean it out. He's got the buckets. The truth is, this crack is like nothing else I've ever seen. It's about a foot wide and it's 100% quartz, and the quartz itself is decomposing. So if this was normal bedrock, it'd be a dream crack, but the fact that it's quartz makes it even better. The process of moving the overburden is an arduous one. In New South Wales, you're only allowed to move 1 metre by 1 metre of overburden. That's probably about what we did this day. But we had to do it one bucket at a time. It will consist of Dylan filling up the buckets, and me taking them and dumping them about 1 metre away, bringing the bucket back and repeating. But it was well worth it to get to the bottom.
It's going to be pretty interesting to see. Look at my hat. I look like I got a little mullet. A little, what is it? A little frollet. Hi guys. I just know how we're doing. He's in the crack. Anyway, yep, he's in the crack. See what he gets. Pretty down here. Let's see. So we get a selfie. Selfie. On the way back over, I found a small piece of gold. I built a little fortress around it, and I thought I'd come back for it. And I never did. The crack was getting close to being workable. We just had a few more buckets of overburden to go, and then we would see if all our hard work had paid off. The anticipation was certainly starting to build. We were nearing the pay layer. What would it hold? I can tell you right now, this is going to be pretty good. You should look, it looks so good. How's that jagged bedrock? Just jagged quartz bedrock too. And there it was, the first piece of gold for the day. Was this going to be the beginning of the bonanza that we were hoping for?
the pockets of gold started to become more and more frequent.
If you look here, we're just getting, see the water's fast there, and the water's fast there, and we're just hitting the drop-off zone in the middle here. So, how far along are we? We're just hitting the drop-off zone. So we're this far along here. Yep, so it'll be good. We've got another metre left, yeah.
And then Dylan hit it. An awesome little pocket of gold. And another pocket right next to the first. And the gold kept on rolling in.
This is pretty amazing. This is just like non-stop nuggets. Here's another one. Jesus, Dill. Glad we did this, mate. Woohoo!
And with all the hard work I put in, Dylan let me hop on the hose for the last 10-15 minutes of the dive. I managed a few little chunks, but nothing like what Dylan had found.
Ew! That'll do, eh? Couple of bonus chunks.
Fuck yeah.
How good's that, Dill? How good a day was that, brah?
Couple of nuggies.
Couple of nuggies.
Beautiful.
Good day.
Real happy.
Real happy.
Fucking hard work, but
Fucking hard work.
It was time to see what we had found. We had the snuffers split up into two. The yellow, what I had found at the end.
Fucking hell.
yeah, you add to it.
That must have been the one that I thought was bigger than what it is.
and the red, what Dylan had pulled out of the apex of the crack. And with that was the grand total. Well over 10 grams. What a day. And done. Oh, finally.
Well, how you finished that episode, mate?
Oh, hey, Snuffy.
Well, mate, I'm not calling you a liar or anything. That just didn't look like $6,000 worth of gold to me.
Yeah, mate, that was out of the entire crack. That day was only about $1,500 worth, but out of the whole crack between everyone, we got about $6,000 worth of gold.
Oh, you're getting a bit clickbaity. YouTube's finally getting to you.
Yeah, mate, if you can't beat 'em, join 'em, eh?
Oh, you also didn't say that you finished it.
That's correct, I didn't say it was over.
Is there another day?
You'll have to wait and see.
Oh, sick.